In a world painted with the brilliant hues of dawn, a tiny sea turtle named Kora broke free from her sandy shell. She was one of many, a small, determined soul driven by an ancient instinct pulling her toward the shimmering ocean. The salty air was a promise of a new life, a vast world waiting just beyond the dunes. Kora and her siblings began their frantic scramble towards the waves. The journey was perilous, with crabs skittering sideways and gulls circling overhead. But the greatest obstacle was one they had never anticipated. Stretched across the beach like a giant, tangled web was a massive fishing net, discarded and forgotten. It formed an impassable wall between the hatchlings and their ocean home. Panic rippled through the group. Some tried to crawl under it, only to get stuck. Others tried to climb over, but the rough mesh was too high. Many, exhausted and disheartened, simply gave up, huddling together in a growing pile of despair. The sun was getting hotter and time was running out, but Kora refused to surrender. While others faltered, she pushed against the net with all her might. It was a hopeless effort at first. She was just one tiny turtle against an enormous barrier. Her brothers and sisters watched, their hope dwindling. "It's no use, Kora," one chirped sadly. "We're trapped." Kora paused, catching her breath. She looked at the giant net, then at the vast, calling sea, and then back at her discouraged family. She knew she couldn't move it alone. But what if they all worked together? With a new fire in her eyes, she turned to the others. She nudged one sibling, then another, urging them to join her. She pushed against the net again, not with desperation, but with a steady, rhythmic determination. Her actions spoke louder than any words. One by one, inspired by her unwavering spirit, the other turtles joined in. First, it was a few, then a dozen, then the entire group was pushing in unison. A single thread of the net budged. It was a tiny movement, almost imperceptible, but it was enough. Hope surged through them like a fresh tide. They pushed harder, their tiny flippers digging into the sand. Their collective strength focused on a single point. Slowly, miraculously, a corner of the massive net began to lift. An inch became a foot, creating a small opening. The hatchlings scrambled through the gap, their hearts pounding with triumph. Kora was the last one to pass through, her small body aching but her spirit soaring. They had done it together. As Kora finally felt the cool, welcoming waves wash over her, she looked back at the conquered net and her united siblings. She realized that even the smallest creature can inspire great change, and that together there is no obstacle too large to overcome. With that powerful lesson learned, she swam out into the endless blue, ready for the adventures that awaited. Thanks for watching, and don't forget to subscribe for more inspiring stories.